Howdy, Possum Patty here, and it is Trash Tuesday, so come on along. I've been watching some other people and paying attention to how they do their trashies, and I think I do mine maybe a little bit differently than some of the ones I've been watching, because I sort of treat the trash like it's the most expensive scrapbooking paper ever and try to do a layout with it. I don't know. Except for this one's one big collage. But I turn it into pockets and I put photos and I do journaling. This whole page is about breakfast. This little bag came from somebody. That's tea. A picture of my chickens that I used to have. Don't have them anymore. I had material. I had stamping. I had sewing and rickrack. I made this little bird out of fabric. This is from my McDonald's bag. Brochures. Magazines. Boxes. More photos and stickers. I even add bling to my trash. Look at this. This is a bling bling page right here. So I'm on this page, but I'm looking at my art doll over here. And I think she needs some eyeshadow. And I got out the blue stickles. I think I'm going to add a little there, but I'm not going to add it right away because you know I'll get my fingers in it before the next page is done. Although, ooh, I can take this right out, can't I? Ooh, I did a chicken page here. There is 2 signatures in this. Yeah. And I have, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, about 19 more pages to do. So this is going to last me a while. All right, so I'm going to give her, uh-oh, here comes Kitty. Here comes Kitty. I need something to squeeze this out on because it's almost dry and I have to squeeze the heck out of it to get anything out of there. So I'm going to give her, she definitely needs some blue sparkle eyeshadow. Oopsie, there goes that big drop. Oop. Well, that is a lot of eyeshadow. Let's see. Oh, Kitty's climbing on my shoulder. That's kind of a lumpy bit right there. Excuse my head. Everything is harder to do with a cat on your shoulder. Okay, this has nothing to do with what I'm going to do today. I just was turning the pages and I said, oh, she needs eyeshadow. But what I'm doing today, besides making a mess here, oh my gosh, is Mr. Possum volunteered to peel the potatoes the other day for mashed potatoes. And I took a picture of him doing that. And I also have a picture of a very unusual potato that I found the other day. And let me get all this out of the way now that I've made a big mess here. Okay, I can let her eyeshadow dry. I'm coming back. Look at this potato. It's in the shape of a heart. You know, I'm always looking for a heart stone. I can never seem to find one, but I found a heart potato. So I printed this out, and I have a picture of Mr. Possum peeling potatoes. And I said, did you learn to do that while on KP duty in the Army? Actually, I said, Kitty, look at my ear. And he said, yes, he did. So I asked him why he got KP duty. He said, oh, I can't remember. I'm like, yeah, okay. I'm sure he did something to deserve KP duty. Here's a potato bag. And I was thinking about using this for a background. But I wanted to make a potato, so I can either make a potato from a brown paper bag, just cut it and color it, and put it on here. Or maybe I can make it into a potato pocket, and then make a journaling card for the pictures. I'm going to put both pictures on this page. Or I have these hospital socks from when I had my colonoscopy, and I have an idea for one of them, but I can maybe make a slow stitch potato. This is kind of a potato color. I have a little bit of batting here. So should I go with paper or sock? You know what? I think I'm going to make a sock potato. I might use the paper though to put the sock potato on and then make that a pocket and then have this as the background, the potato farm. Like that. And then I'll have to make a journaling card. So let's see, I'm going to go sketch a potato on here and cut it out and cut out my batting and think about what I want to do next. I just stitched around the edge. Got that nice soft batting on the back. I love that stuff. And I was thinking about putting a couple of X's, maybe like potato eyes. And I have another idea too. Like that. So I'm just going to put a couple X's, and then I'm going to come back and show you what I'm going to do next. Okay, these are ink tents by Derwent, and they are like watercolor pencils but have ink in them, which is water soluble. And they are supposed to work really well on fabric. So I'm going to do a little experiment here on this part of the sock. One way that I like to do these is I like to just dip them in water and sort of paint with them. Another way you can do these is with a brush and water. And you then let it dry. It's pretty permanent. Ooh, I kind of like that. And this was Baked Earth. And then this one is Madder Brown, which is very dark. It's got a little bit of red to it because it's a madder. And then this one is Bark. I think this one is also dark. Yeah, this one's very dark. To go lightly with that one. Okay, now here's my potato, and I'm going to start with the lighter color, and I'm going to go around the edge. Again, this is Baked Earth, so potatoes grow in the earth, so this might be a good color to start with. I'm dipping the point in just some water. Get the ink on here. And then I'm taking my brush, spreading it around a little bit, softening it up. I'll have to let this dry before I glue it in to the journal. And again, this is just a disposable hospital sock that I slow stitched around. I think I'll put some more details on after I go around the edge. I did want to do the edge. I think doing the edge gives it a little bit of, you know, dimension. This is a very loosely knitted sock, and it's starting to unravel where I cut around, if that's okay. Okay, we need some lumps and bumps in our potato, so I'm going to put one here, not too many though, and I think where the eyes are, although I know the eyes are supposed to be a little lighter, I'm just going to make darker spots. Sort of like that. Oh, this is fun, painting on the material. Okay, now, do I want to put a little bit of the madder, maybe a little bit of the madder? That's the bark, that's the dark one. Let's see, if this is the top of my potato, then let's give it a little darkness at the bottom. Inktense also has some beautiful bright colors. If you can do like watercolor and then put a little Inktense on top of the watercolors when they're dry. It's really very pretty. Okay, that's the bottom of the potato. Potato, potato, potato. Okay, let's see, I want to put a little bit more of this. Maybe over here, just a little bit. Why? 'Cause I'm just playing. Just to give it a little wrinkle there. Because, you know, potatoes aren't perfect. I like this color so much, I want to put a little bit more. Almost like a clay color. A little bit of an orange to it. Leave some lighter spots. Okay, I know it doesn't look like a real potato, but that's okay. Bark is the dark. The bark is the dark. The bark is the dark. The bark is the dark. All right, I'll add just a little bit. Do you want to do the stitches? I'm getting this pretty wet. Especially it's going in the batting on the back. Okay, let's see how that looks when it dries. So while that's drying, I am going to try to put the plastic potato bag down to the page, which is this. So I'm going to have to cut it to size and then figure out how I'm going to attach it to the page, if I'm going to glue it or sew it. So I'm going to work on that while my potato dries, and I'll see you on the flip side. Wow, it came out a lot better than I even thought it would. I think it looks pretty. I did a zigzag stitch around the end. I did use this glue stick, Permanent Bond Extra Strength, to stick it down, and then I took it over to the machine and just zigzagged around the edge. And I really like it. So now I'm going to use probably a little bit of this too, and put a paper backing on the potato and make that a pocket. And then I have to find something in that bucket of trash that something that's a little bit farm-like, maybe, for the journaling card for my pictures. I get lots of food boxes. Something's got to have a picture on a farm, picture of a farm on it, right? I've had pretty good luck with this glue and fabric, so I'm hoping this sticks. Okay, I am going to go to look for something to make a journaling card with, and then give this just a couple seconds to set, and then cut this out. For some reason, this calendar is in my bucket of trash. And I bought this for next year, but you see this picture, farmer's market potatoes, veggies. It's actually repeated right here. And this is 21. I do like this picture though, unless that one shows up again. Does it show up again? Ooh, that's pretty. I was going to use this. Oh no, this is different. Oh, here it is again. Look at that. They give that picture twice. And they give this picture twice. So I really love this, but here it is again, so I don't have to worry about that. Or I can use this, which is kind of thin, but I can back it with some cardstock. And I don't need this because I bought this calendar for $22. So look, all good. And I don't know why it's in that bucket of trash, but it says a little bit about my method of organization. Okay, so I have the little pictures. So I need a little bit, let's see. I'm going to do I want to show those potatoes? I think I want to show those potatoes. This picture is going to have to be sideways, I think. Got carrots and beets here. If I go like that, it looks like my heart potato. You know, I could put this on the other side maybe. All right, I'm going to figure this out and be right back. Okay, I'm still thinking about where I want to make that card, but I thought I would glue my potato down so that it can dry while I'm thinking about making that card. So I do like to use Fabri-Tac on my pockets. So this is the top. So down the side and across the bottom and up the other side. Now I hope it sticks to this plastic. If it doesn't, I might have to stitch it. But I don't want to stitch over my stitching. I love it. I love it. I love it. This cannot be very wide. Probably a good 2.5 inches. Yeah, so it's perfect this way. You know, I keep forgetting about double-sided tape. So I'm going to try it on this piece of the calendar page that I cut to put my photos on. Instead of having to glue this. I don't know how this is going to work. We shall see. Maybe for my birthday I should ask for one of those really cool things that go and puts the tape down like that. I'm not sure what they are, but I've seen people use it. And it looks so easy and quick. Nothing I do is very easy or quick. I'm just learning how to use this. Well, I mean, I've done it a few times, but it's still a new part of my repertoire. Oops, see? Now I went crooked. Well, it's probably stuck on there, right? Oh well, it is down now. So what do you do when it's crooked? You can just trim it, right? Right. This is not working. Why are my scissors not working? They're probably full of glue. When they get full of glue and paste, I take a little piece of sandpaper and clean them off. And that seems to work very well. Fixing my corners. Okay. And I trimmed this photo a little bit so I can put it right there, because these two potatoes here look like a heart, don't they? So I'm going to put that there, and I'm going to put Mr. Possum on this side. And then I'm thinking of punching a hole right there and putting something fun here. But this is my trashy, so I have to go through my trash and see what I have. So let me go take a peek. Okay, I have this netting. I think it's from a bag of potatoes, not this bag. This had a different kind of netting on, and I didn't save any of that because I wasn't thinking ahead. And, oh, I do have the words white potatoes. I think this is from a different bag of potatoes or something. Definitely fruits or vegetables came in it. So I cut a little piece and I stuck it through the hole. I just did a regular hole punch with this. And I'm trying to figure out how I want to attach it. I tried it in a knot, but I didn't like that too much. So what can I put on this to hold that like that? A little piece of string maybe, or I could staple it. Now, I never used a stapler, do I? I never used a stapler in my journal. I don't know how this is going to work, but we shall see. I see people using staplers all the time, and I'm like, I never used a stapler. I want to make sure I get it all in there, like that. One kitty's sleeping on the couch and the other kitty is banging at the door. Alright, I'm going to try and do this and let the cat in. Well, I failed at stapling. I just could not get this plastic to stay down under the staples. So I said, the machine is setting up because I was doing this stitching. I'll just take it over there and run it across the machine. And I got halfway across and I noticed something was wrong and the bobbin had run out of thread. So I had to stop and put some more thread in the bobbin and try it again. So now I have all these little lovely threads peeking out. I'm going to leave them there. And I finally have my netting attached to my tag. And I am writing on here, this was taken December 2nd. And I put it aside so I wouldn't smudge it. And I went over and got the book and I put the book down on the tag. And I smudged it. I guess that's just a Possum Patty thing. So when this is dry, I'm going to flip it over. And on this side, write I. And then I have my heart here for potatoes. Now I have this saying that says white potatoes, but I don't think I need the word potatoes because I already have potato up there. So I don't know, that might be it. As soon as this dries, I'll come back and finish up. Okay, I used my black Sakura glaze pen. I put I, and I did like a little faux stitching. This pen is sort of shiny and three-dimensional, so it looks like a heart. So it's kind of like I, heart, potatoes, and there's my little heart potato. On this side, it's just a picture of Mr. Possum peeling potatoes. And I just put the date. And now I'm going to put that into my potato pocket. Possum Patty's potato pocket of Mr. Possum peeling potatoes. This is a fun page. I love my little potato. Nice and dry now, after getting it wet before painting it. And it says, I heart potato. That will work too. I like it. I like it. And I just want to wish everybody happy junk journaling. Thanks for coming along today. Bye-bye.